Hi guys, this is Kristen Brown and I'm here with the one and only Kyra Gracie. Hi Kyra, how are you?
Hi, very good.
Okay, so we're down at Renzo Gracie's Academy in New York City and we actually had a seminar today with 5 Gracies. So can you tell me a little bit about, this was for charity, can you tell me a little bit about the charity?
Yes, I started doing a non-profit organization in Brazil.
Okay.
And I teach over 150 kids there. Mm-hmm. And with the name of the institute is Institute Capacidade, that means being capable of.
Okay.
And the goal of today was to raise money to build our own place. Mm-hmm. So it was very nice because we got over $10,000. So it's gonna be awesome, and it's gonna make a lot of difference on our work. Now we can really do a lot of things, because sometimes we kind of out of money, so we have the idea, we have everything, but we can afford it. So I can't wait to go back to Brazil.
Yeah, it's in Rio de Janeiro?
Yes, okay. Everything is in Rio, and it's on a neighborhood called Vargem Grande.
Is there a website for it that people can look up? And
the website is capacidade.org.br. Okay. And you can check on my website, graciekyra.com. They have the link there. Okay. Because capacidade is hard to spell.
I was going to say it, but I actually can't even. So that's why I said your organization.
Yeah, because it's hard to spell.
Okay. So, I mean, anyone who knows anything about Jiu-Jitsu or does training knows the Gracie name. What was it like growing up as a Gracie? And what was it like actually growing up as a female in the Gracie family?
Since I'm born, I already had a gi.
Yeah.
So,
like a baby gi?
Yes. Small gi, and we have a mat at our house, and we live together. Like I lived with Renzo my whole life in Brazil when he used to live there. So I grew up watching them and learning from them. So Jiu-Jitsu is part of my life. It's something very natural for me, something that I love. And this is why I started doing my charity. I never know how to say that.
Charity.
Yes, work, because that was I realized I had to pay back everything that Jiu-Jitsu gave to me and to my family. Everything that I have and my family has is because of Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay. So now you're a second-degree black belt now.
Yes.
And you've done, grappling competitions and tournaments and Abu Dhabi. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're a three-time
Abu
Dhabi champion. That's amazing. But actually, your family, once you got to a certain level, your family didn't want you to compete anymore.
Yeah, actually, I always learned with them when I was a kid. But when I decided to take it serious, they said, "Okay, Kyra, don't do this," because I think they were a little like jealous about me, because I was the only girl at the academy. There's the only mans and me, and they thought like, okay, it's gonna be really hard for you to make money, to live from Jiu-Jitsu because you're a girl.
Right.
And back then, like 15 years ago, it would be impossible to imagine girls training and girls class, pink gi.
Right. I know, which I'm so happy you wore your pink gi.
So it's crazy, but then. I had that dream of becoming a black belt, of being a teacher, of bringing more girls to Jiu-Jitsu. And then I kept going until, and then they came to me like, "Oh, I'm sorry, now we're very proud of you." And they are right now my biggest supporters. I just got to where I am right now because of them.
Right. Have you ever done any other sports, or is it just only Jiu-Jitsu?
Oh, Jiu-Jitsu is my main sport, but I tried judo. Okay. I like other things like snowboard, kite surfing, surf, and I live right across the beach in Brazil, so I go to the beach pretty much every day. Okay. So it's my life. I love all the sports.
And you're doing judo, and I know you're doing boxing, and I read that you're going to be making the transition into MMA, possibly this year?
Yeah, it's not something that it's gonna happen for sure. I'm still talking to some organizations to see, but to go for MMA, I have to stop a lot of things that I do, all my work. Like I travel all over doing seminars, I teach. So I would just go to MMA if it's something really, really good for me.
Right, and right now with the UFC acquiring Strikeforce, women's MMA, at least in the United States, doesn't really have that platform.
Now that UFC bought Strikeforce, it's been really hard for the girls. They're not giving any chance for them to fight. I see a lot of good fighters being out for a year and a half, no waiting for the fights. Right. So now we have some organizations like growing up in Asia, like China, Singapore. So maybe I'll go for that.
Right. And so what do you do with the seminars? Because I actually just went to your seminar that you had at Brooklyn MMA and Fitness, and so you did a 3-hour seminar there. How often do you go to seminars, and what is that about? Like, what schools do you go to? Do you go all over the country to do that, or just in New York? Or
no, actually, when I'm not competing, I'm traveling to teach seminars.
Okay.
I teach all over the world. Like, I've been everywhere.
Okay.
And I don't have like a specific place to teach. The academy usually invites me, and then if I'm available, I'll go.
Okay. So you love teaching?
I love teaching. Yeah.
Okay. Do you teach children too?
So this Capacidade, we have
charity.
So we have over 150 kids from 4 years old to 14.
Okay.
So I'm always there teaching them.
Okay. Do you plan on having children of your own?
Oh yeah.
You do? You want to have a big family?
I want to have a big family, like in my family. My grandfather had 21 kids.
Yeah.
My great grandfather. My grandfather had 12. You know, so everybody has a lot of kids. I hope I can have a lot, so we can train together. I can have a mat in my house, and then I can pass everything that I know.
Okay. And when do you? I mean, as far as the future, when do you foresee that happening? Because like 5 years down the road, or
yeah, it's hard to say when, you know, because it's not, you cannot plan that too much.
Okay.
But I'm 26. I still want to compete more. I think I still have a long road to go. But as soon as I can stop competing, I'm gonna build my family and have a lot of kids. So in the future, they can be competing.
And they can be champions.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, thank you so much, Kyra, for talking to me.
Thank you. It was my pleasure.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. Kristen Brown, Kyra Gracie. Thanks. Oh, thank you. It's such a pleasure. So now I want to know, I'm going to talk to Renzo and you.
Goes here, in, open his arm, and then